Right, here we are. Welcome back to another video, guys. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. You joined me on the 27th of December, so literally just a couple of days after Christmas Day. I've come back down onto the railway pit for my Christmas session. You can see there's a couple of rods on the floor behind me, just down here. There's no rigs in the water as yet. I got here about 7:15, 7:30, something like that. I wanted to get here just before sunrise this morning, just to see if I could see any fish showing. The only place I saw any signs of fish was dead opposite from where I am at the moment, over on this far side. I'm fishing on the railway bank, which isn't where I normally fish. I normally fish the far side, but because I saw some fish just close into that edge this morning, I didn't want to set up right on top of them and end up spooking them away, and it was a little bit tricky to fish to the left or to the right of it on the far side. So what I decided to do is come dead opposite where I saw the fish, and what I'll do is I'll cast across from here over to the far side, and who knows, we might end up bagging ourselves a Christmas carp. If I don't, I'm not too fussed, to be honest. It's just nice to get out, get a bit of fresh air. I'm fed up with sitting indoors eating roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts, sausage rolls and mince pies and all the rest of it that goes with Christmas Day and Christmas dinner. So I've dropped into peg 17. It's really nice to be out. Lovely morning down here this morning. It's a bit misty. This should burn away once the sun comes up. It's still early at the moment. Like I say, I haven't got any rods out yet. My first point of call, I think, is going to be a couple of solid bags. I've got a couple of solid bags already tied up in my box, ready to go. So while I'm getting everything else sorted out and sorting my life out and getting a coffee on the go, I think what I'll do, a couple of solid bags and just chuck them out. I'm going to put one towards the far margin as an overhanging tree. You can't see it too clearly. I'll go into a little bit more detail with rigs and spots and baits and all the rest of it a little bit later on in the video. But what I want to do is, just for the moment, just while it's a little bit misty, just get a couple of rods out, get a coffee on and enjoy it. Watch Mother Nature do its thing, as I love to do when I'm fishing. So I'm going to probably put one across to the far side, and then another one I'll probably put mid-water. Like I say, both going to go on a solid bag. So it's not really normally my go-to approach, but to start with, a couple of solid bags. I haven't got to go pinging loads of bait out, because I'm sure the minute I get my throwing stick or catapult out, the seagulls will be straight up and nicking all my bait as they normally are down here on the railway pit. So what I'll probably end up doing later is walk across to the far side, and I'll probably just end up chucking a bit of bait in just down here rather than smashing it across there with a spod or a catapult or whatever, just to keep the disturbance down a little bit, because like I say, that is the only place that I've seen any fish. Hence why I've set up where I have. The car's nice and close as well. It's the closest I've ever been to my car. You can't see it too well, but right, that's the car park right down the end there, and that's my car just there. So a nice walk from the car. This is what I meant by the railway pit. We're literally sat on a railway bank. We're sat right on top of it here, look. That's what we're going to have to be dealing with this session. I'm on the railway bank, and like I say, I literally am sat right underneath the railway track here. So that's it. Right, enough of the waffle. Let's get a couple of solid bags tied on. Let's get a couple of rods in the water, get a brew on, chill out. Welcome back to another video, guys, and Merry Christmas. Happy days, that'll do. Only been here, what, just over an hour. Christmas carp number 1 in the net. Let's get her out and take a look. Right, I'm just about to do the recast after putting back that common. I'm going to take this opportunity quickly to run you through my PVA bag setup. So it starts at the top end with a 1.5 ounce inline lead. That goes down to a 4 to 5 inch soft braided hook link. I've got a size 6 wide gate pattern hook on there. There's a small piece of silicone tube which I've pushed around the curve of the hook, and then from that there's a small to sort of medium length hair, a single grain of white plastic cone. So I'm going to get that back in the bag quickly, tie that back up, pop it back out there, and hopefully we can get another one. Right, here we are. It's just coming up to about 20 to 4 now. It's going to be dark in about half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. I've not had nothing else throughout the rest of the day other than the one that I had this morning, the nice early morning Christmas carp that I had. I've got both rods out in position. I've got the left hand rod where I caught that fish from this morning. I've put a different rig on it though, because when I had a recast after catching that fish, when I brought the solid bag back in, there was quite a lot of debris on the hook, like leaf litter and stuff like that, so I thought I'd go for a pop-up. It's presented well, so I've put the left hand rod out on a pop-up, 12mm pop-up on that, on a yellow one. And then what I did as well is I walked around earlier, ran to the other side of the lake. I had to go to the car and put my GoPro on charge, and then as I went round to the other side, I got a bucket full of chickpeas that I boiled up the other night. Basically put some condensed milk into, I've put 3 tins of chickpeas, 2 little tins of condensed milk into a pan, and just boiled them only for about 5 minutes, not too long, and then just left them soaking in overnight. And then I've gone around there and I've put all that in just under that tree, and I've got that pop-up rig sitting on the top of that. And then the right hand rod, I've left that on a solid PVA bag, and then I've put that, there's a little channel that runs, it's about this area here somewhere, literally just sort of chucked it in the middle of the channel where the fish patrol up and down in the middle, where I've seen them many times in the past. So that's it, rods are out, rods are ready to go. Hopefully we're going to have one out. If not, I put one on the bank early this morning, so I can't complain really. It's a really lovely sunset down here tonight. There we go, it looks really nice, it's beautiful. I'm really going to enjoy this evening, just sitting here and chilling out, watching it get dark. So that's it guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you haven't been watching this eating more mince pies and sausage rolls and all the rest of it. I'll catch up with you at sunrise. good morning guys. It's just coming up 6:30 in the morning. The world outside is just starting to wake up. I'm sat here, got the bivvy door open. Luckily, I was lucky enough to have another fish out a couple of hours ago. It was bang on 4 o'clock this morning, so I've been up since then. It wasn't a big fish, it was about, I'll probably put it just over 10 pounds, something like that. So that was cool, casting towards the far side on the far tree where I had the fish from yesterday on the solid PVA bag. Instead of catching that one on the solid bag though, I caught that one on that pop-up rig that I showed briefly yesterday before I put the rods out. So yeah, like I say, just coming up to 6:30, I've got to start thinking about packing away. I've already started packing up a few bits. I've got the brew on. Got the brew on nice and early this morning. I've already had something to eat, so I'm all set, ready to go. I need to be leaving here by about 8 o'clock really, so I've only got about an hour and a half until I've got to be leaving anyway. So if I don't catch anything else from now, I'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching guys. I'll see you in 2019. I hope you all have a good and safe new year. Tight lines if you're out fishing throughout the new year and all the rest of it. Catch you next time. Thanks very much for watching.